Shalom, brothers. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Apostle Ricard back here with another video. Okay. And I don't know if you can see it yet, but if you can't, I'm going to give you the title of the video when it posts. A lot of you women are out of order, big time. Which we know that. And I know some brothers might get, it's monotonous. No, it's not monotonous. Or certain brothers might feel like, oh, we're going to, we're supposed to go on these women. We're supposed to. It's not us. It's the Spirit of the Lord. Because these women, what did the Bible say? The beginning of sin came with women. And by them, we all die. Right? So these women, outside of Esau, these women are the major problem of the earth. And primarily the Israelite woman. Ain't that something, right? The so-called Edomite, well, not so-called, I was going to say so-called what? The Edomite woman, the women of the other nations, they're heathens. So they're supposed to be out of order because the Most High didn't give them the laws. But see, we focus on, the Most High gave us the laws, the laws to the nation of Israel, right? Is not the Israelite woman a part of the nation of Israel? The women of the tribes. The Judite woman, the Benjamite woman, the Haitian, the Levite woman, the Ephraimite woman, the Gadite woman, the Issacharite woman, the Zebulunite woman, no matter what tribe you come from, does that not make you a part of does that not make you the daughters of Jacob? Right? The daughters and descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Yeah, it does. So, if you're an Israelite woman, you're supposed to be in order, according to the scriptures, that the Most High Yahweh himself, while Yahweh Shai laid out for us on earth, the nation of Israel to follow, primarily the laws, right? Which Israel couldn't keep, even the men we went off, we couldn't keep the laws. So the Most High punished the nation of Israel, pursuing to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 15th verse. Go read it. And it tells you, if you don't keep the laws, curses shall come upon you. So the Most High put curses on us. So from that point, when Israel first began to go off, from the time that we came out of the land of Egypt, and the Most High was with us, and even in that process, the process of coming out of Egypt and going through the wilderness into the promised land, the land of Canaan, right, which was promised to us, we couldn't get it right then in the wilderness. That's why the Most High had to destroy some of the populace of Israel going through the wilderness. We stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. He said, I'm going to kill off this whole generation. They're not even going in there. How wicked. That's from the beginning, before we even got to our promised land, which later became known as the land of Israel, right? Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, right? So at that point, Israel just couldn't get shit right, which is why the Most High put curses on us. And one of the curses, hey man, that our women would be out of order. What's that scripture in Deuteronomy? When you read down, it says, the woman shall be evil toward her husband, her eye shall be evil toward her husband, and toward her children, right? So that was a part of the curses. That's the reason why a lot of people, that Kevin Samuels, he went crazy every night trying to he was trying to single-handedly put the black woman back in order, but he couldn't do it because it was higher than him. It was a spiritual thing, but he didn't get that part. I don't knock him for what he was doing, because the Spirit was on him he knew that something wasn't right, but he wasn't spiritual. He wasn't a man of the Lord, but he knew that the black woman was out of order. That much he knew, okay? He surmised that much. But what he don't understand, that it was a curse from the Most High himself. And Apostle Tahar has taught a class on this many years ago. Once you got a curse on you, no matter what you do, you can't escape that curse unless the person that put the curse on you takes it off. Okay? There's nothing you can do. So the Most High, the power of heaven, the Creator himself, he put the curse on Israel for breaking the laws. And only the Most High could take the curse off and remove that. So these women are out of order, which that's a part of the curses. Okay? The Israelite man is out of order. But these women are especially out of order. Okay? They don't know their place. Now, I'm bringing this home. Of course, these 2/3 women in the world, We know they wicked. We know that, these so-called regular women, but you know what? Well, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it the truth. I say this to brothers all the time. I've been saying this for years. You brothers, man, that's in the truth, primarily in Great Millstone, or the brothers, the other affiliation camps with Great Millstone, the brothers that follow us, okay, it's better for you at this point right now in history, at this time. I told you, brothers, it's better for you if you brothers are looking to get a woman, just get you one of them so-called two-third bitches. You'd be better off. Because as of now, a lot of these so-called Israelite women, and we know this, and this is speaking from experience. Myself, just speaking on myself. Okay, I'm speaking, when I say that, I speak from 32 years of experience in this truth. Going back to One West. Okay, we was in One West, all them so-called, the school there, we had the women in the school back then, the sisters. We even had the women's section in One West. It was on the right-hand side of all places, right? Little narrow section with the seats. That was for the women, right? And all them women, there was a lot of women in the school back then. It'd be packed. The whole women's side would be packed sometimes you come in. Israelite sisters, they had their head covered. Of course, that was a rule. You couldn't be a woman and come into school wearing no pants or a short skirt. You had to have a long dress with the fringes and the border of blue on it, right? All them sisters from back then, I bet you none of them women are in the truth now. Okay? They all probably went right back into the world and went back with regular worldly niggas. You see what I'm saying? If there be one or two of them that's still kind of believing in the truth, I'll be shocked. Okay? But you see what I'm saying? And I'm going to prove that. But even back then, man, come on, man. We used to have councils. The councils that the elders back then, King Mashah, the top 7, High Priest Ariah, Yaquab, Lahab, Yeshaya, Shah, Kazak, the top elders, leaders of the school, and the other top general, Apostle Tahar, being one of them. Even General Yohana was up in there. It was the original General Ariala from back then. He was a Gadite from California. Even back then, when we used to have our major councils, or even in the class, the elder here, even Yeshaya, back then, the high priest Yeshaya, as he was known back then, there would be certain, his class was on Friday night. And there would be certain Friday nights, the spirit would get on him, and he would go in on the women. This is Yeshaya. Right? Yeah, a lot of you women, we know about you damn women in the school. A lot of y'all wicked. A lot of you women up in here jumping from brother to brother, man to man. We know we know about y'all. Y'all be in the back, because the bathrooms, it was like a big long hallway. You had to go, the bathrooms were in the back. There was a building. Yeah, we heard about y'all. You had a whole group of women up in the bathroom passing around a bottle of liquor, gossiping, talking shit. Talking about brothers and this one and that. Yeah, so even back then, the women wasn't right. You had women in the school in One West, sisters, they were giving brothers the clap. Because brothers were being wicked too, of course. Because back then, a woman should get with one brother, and then she'll deal with a brother. And the rule, and that was even a rule, if you dealt with a brother in the school, you wasn't supposed, like if you and that brother broke up, the rule at that time was, okay, let's say if the brother broke up with you, if you was a woman, the brother said, I don't want to be with you no more. You wicked, whatever. She could still, which really, after that, her ass should have been told to walk. But back then, the elders back, that's why they made mistakes. Like if I had a woman in the school and I said I don't want to be with her no more, and I broke up with her, I could break up with her, right? I don't have to deal with her no more. I'll cut her off, right? For whatever reason. But if she wanted to, she could still be a member of the school. Because, she's still an Israelite sister. We can't cast her away, right? So she could still hang around the school, and she could still come to the classes. She could still come to the high holy days and the Passover, which is wicked. Because of she ain't with her husband, man. If her husband cut her off, it was for a good reason, right? But then back then, right? You have brothers that'll deal with a woman, so the woman will deal with one brother, and then for whatever reason, her and the brother would part, and she'll still be hanging around the school, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, she's dealing with another brother, and then that issue got dealt with But then once again, dude, see Jake, like remember Yahushua said, Moses told you that because of the hardness of your hearts. Because them Pharisees, they try to confront Yahushua with that. Well, wait a minute, didn't Moses say you can make a bill of divorce? And what did Yahushua say? But from the beginning, that was not so. What did it say? Let not the wife depart from the husband. So if a man and woman get together, they're supposed to stay together till death. Like it says, till death do us part. Right? Brothers ain't supposed to be passing women around like joints. And then dude, they'll come to the brother. Hey, brother, look, I know you used to deal with that sister, but I want to deal. I know you put her away, so you gave her a bill of divorce, but I want to deal. And then yeah, brother, well, look, I ain't dealing with her no more. Yo, there was a lot of wickedness going on back in One West. That's why the Most High split One West up. That's why the Most High broke the school up because it was confusion. So that's why the Lord did what he did, to expose all the phonies and expose who the real men are. But these women, even now, that was 30 years ago, but now, even throughout the years, even now in Israel, we got different camps and stuff like that. Well, so you notice in Great Millstone, we don't have no women amongst us as far as in our camps and stuff like that. We got certain sisters that we have a contingency of women who watch our videos and follow us. They make comments, which Apostle Tahar said, hey, any of you women that follow Great Millstone, you ain't got nothing to say on the comment boards. So stay off the comment boards. If you want to watch the video, fine. Watch the video. You can put a like on it or something, but don't come on there giving your input. It's out of order because this is the church, and I'm going to read that. But amongst these other wicked camps, they promote the women. They have the women, and they even got the women on their comment boards talking shit, scoffing. You see what I'm saying? That's out of order. Now, how could you claim to be an Israelite woman in the truth, but you're going to disrespect any Israelite man? Even if, like you other Israelite groups, if the men of that group, let's say, I'm going to use ISUPK, for example. Let's say ISUPK, of course, they talk shit about us. We get on them too. If the men of ISUPK are talking shit about us, that's one thing. Okay, they're going to do that. Jake going to talk shit. But any women amongst them are supposed to be quiet. Have no dealings in that. And if them guys were really men of the Lord, they would enforce that. They would say, look, sisters, look, it's our job. Let us get on GMS. Y'all just be quiet because y'all women, that's out of order. Even though them niggas ain't shit, y'all still being out of order. If they were really truly men of the Lord and they believed in the scriptures, you see what I'm saying? But I'm going to read this, right? We're going to start in the book of 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, and the 3rd verse. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua. That's right. Yahushua is our ultimate leader. Right? We all follow the words and the example of Yahushua. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Yahushua is Yahweh. That's right. So that's saying what? That's the order that the Most High put up here on the earth, right? The order that the Most High put up here on the earth is what? That a man is over a woman. We know the order. Yahweh, the Most High himself, is the head, and the only other person that Yahushua answered to is the Most High himself, Yahweh. But then he said on the earth, the man is the head of the woman. That means even on this earth, any man is over a woman. So for any woman to speak out or talk shit about a man is out of order because they're going against the order that Yahweh and Yahushua set up. Now the churches are what? These different camps, these congregations, these groups. And right here, when we teaching on even on here on YouTube, when we teaching right now, churches in session. So everybody that's in the comment section, y'all in church. So if there's any women out there, a woman ain't got shit to say. It shows you that these women are out of order, but it shows the men that are leading these women are out of order, right? Because a lot of them are nothing but women themselves in the spirit. Now I'll be back in Corinthians 14 and 34, right? Well, almost 33. We're going to start at 33. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. That's right. The churches are supposed to be the different groups of Israelites, the camps, right? A lot of these guys claim to be the churches of the Lord is about peace. Now, when you have women out of order within your church, it's not going to be peace. It's going to be chaos. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. That's the law. Oh, a lot of you law guys got to wear your fringes and all that, right? But you ain't keeping the law. You got your women running their mouth on the comment boards. Y'all should be rebuking those women and saying, look, sisters, y'all got to be quiet. Y'all can't be saying that. It's not y'all place to deal with that. Y'all not men. Y'all just women. So you're supposed to rebuke them women and say, look, man, okay, even if we gonna get on GMS, that's our job. We the men. Y'all just women. Y'all just be quiet. 35. But if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. That's right. So if you a woman, right, and you speaking in the church, right, and this is the church. The comment boards is the church. Because this is where a platform is open. You got the brothers teaching, and then a lot of you brothers or even some of you sisters on the comment boards, right? Listening, learning. So this is church. The church ain't just no building where you be up in. The church is anywhere where the word of the Lord, the Israelites, the servants of the Lord are congregating to learn the words of the Lord. Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. That's right. So all these damn women up here on the comment board scoffing and talking shit and making scoffer comments, they way out of fucking order. And who is it? These are women that so-called claim to be believers or Israelite women. But it goes back to the men that's leading them. They're out of order. All right? Job 39:17. Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. That's right. That's these damn women. See, that's why women do the things they do, because you know what? Like it says in Ezekiel, right? The flock of the Lord's pasture are men. Unto you, O men, I call. So the Lord is dealing with men. See, some of you women, you might wake up to the fact that you're an Israelite and all that. Okay, you know what y'all need to practice? Right? Y'all so spiritual, y'all so deep, right? Y'all want to run your mouth. Hey, go read Proverbs 31. Study Proverbs 31. And a lot of you women, especially a lot of you women that call yourself Israelite women, how many of y'all can compare yourself to the woman that Proverbs 31 is talking about? A lot of y'all don't even know that scripture. Y'all know everything else, though. So everything I read, you women are foolish. The women of this world are foolish. Now, like I said, pre-adventure, some of you sisters that if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, then don't wear it. Okay? Isaiah 32:9, but y'all gonna get judged. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So y'all gonna catch hell. A lot of you women are gonna catch hell. And it's gonna start. Remember, in Ezekiel 9, it says what? And begin in my sanctuary. Oh, Ezekiel, when you read Ezekiel 9, the 9th chapter, right? Ezekiel 9 and 4, it says the Most High said, and women, maids and little children and women. It mentioned women twice. So you know what? Everything you do in this flesh, the brother in Arkansas did a video on this. Everything you do in the flesh, you got to pay for it, man. So you women are way out of order, but guess what? There's going to be a judgment for that. All you women in the Bible, Yahweh Shai said, every idle word that men shall speak, they should have account thereof in the last. So all you women, you feeling yourself right now, there's going to be a judgment for you being out of order. Okay? And don't believe me, the men that's leading you that's out of order, they're going to be dealt with too. But with that, I'm going to say shalom to you sincere brothers, sisters, and I say shalom.